Hey up. Guess where I am? I've come to Boston Park. When... Oh God. When I did that Canklow video back in November last year, I don't know if many of you watched it, but I mentioned that there was a path between the houses and it led up to up the wood. Well, it weren't wooded area then when we were kids, but you could walk up this path and it'd lead you all the way up to Boston Castle there. So what I've done before I've just switched you on is I've had a look to see where that path is, but I mean I'm going back 50 years or so. So all these trees here, look, they've all grown, and why I'm panting, I've just been down there to see if I can see you know, the back of the houses on Rotherview Road for that path, but you can't see it now because all these trees here, look, have grown in 50 years. Anyway, the reason I've come here is because I said I wanted to do that walk. I wanted to do that walk that my dad used to fetch us on when we were kids. So it'd probably be me and my sister, who's 18 months older than me, and we used to he used to fetch us up here. Now, if we'd been left at my grandma's, who lived in Canklow down there, he used to fetch us up top of Bentley Street and up that path, and we'd walk up that area there, look, because you just can't see now because of all these trees, and we'd walk up this area until we'd reach Boston Castle, and then from Boston Castle we'd go past the bowling green and up on the top there. Oh, there's just let me take you through here because it's that bowling green. In fact, this is where I'll start. Let's start and let's start on that walk that we used to do. Here we are at that fork. There's another fork there, look. Let's take this one. Now, she did say there's an opening on these railings here actually, and it takes you behind Oakwood School, and then from Oakwood School is the hospital, which should be, if I'm on the right track, further up this path. Now, this Oakwood Hospital that my mum used to work in, used to be a nurse there until about 1971. They actually built in front of that the Rotherham General Hospital. So I might not even be able to get to the back of it. I just haven't got a clue where I am. Do you know when I said me and woods don't mix? Because I always get lost when I did them dog walking videos. Well, I'm lost. Well, I can't get up there, look. That's the dead end. Looks like somebody's built some sort of, like a wigwam thing. And then there's another one there all laid down on the floor. This path's the dead end. Oh, bugger, I'm lost. I am lost. So much for going on a memory walk. Might be in here all day. Aye aye. What's this here? I don't know what this place is, but I've just stepped out at woods and I'm in these grounds here, look. You know what? That's back at hospital. This is the back of Rotherham Hospital. Now that building there is old. And that house there, whatever it is, which is all boarded up, that's old stone. Right, I'm going in. I'm going back in woods. That's strange. Having a wheelie been here in woods, look. There's some fencing posts here. I'm not looking in there, probably a dead body or something. How's that got there? I'd have been alright fetching grandkids up here, wouldn't I? Saying this is where I used to come when I was a kid. Look at all these holly bushes. Ah, on my legs. Oh, on my head. Right. I ain't got a clue where I am. I ain't got a clue how to get out. I'll see you on the next then. Now let me turn you around. Oh. I'm walking back down this path now, and it's a wider path which looks like it's been used often, should I say. So if I follow this path, it should lead me out, should it not? God, aren't we all right? Yeah, do you know when you go in woods and you hear them flashes and they like open the jackets or the coats? That's how they used to, when your parents used to warn you about it when you were kids. Well, I'm going to show you something now. What about this? Wait a minute. Look at that. Rather man, say they. Eh? My daughter had me that done. So this is path. Oh, nearly went. Now there's a path there, look. I'm going to ask this bloke here. Hey mate, how do I get out?
Where are you going?
Down back to the castle.
Oh, it's that way.
So I asked him where Dead Man's Valley were, and he's fetched me here, and I've never ever been here, ever. Not even when I was a kid. And one of my viewers who watch my channel said if I ever come in Canklow Woods again, would I take some footage of Dead Man's Valley? Well, I'm overlooking it now, and it must be. There you go, I've turned you around, look. And I'm going to have to watch my footings because it looks to be about an 80-foot drop. Well, there you can just see. I don't know if you can see or not. I'll try and zoom it in. Just bear with me. Can you see down there, look? I know that these branches are in way, and I don't know how good it's going to show you. But they're caves. There's caves in cliff face there, look. And he said they're just full of these valleys in woods, and I've never been down here in my life. So he said, take this path, and that should lead me out. I've been in here over an hour trying to get out like an idiot. So I'll talk to you for a bit while I try and make my way out. I can't put all this video on because you're just gonna turn it off because it's just gonna be too long. So I'll try and condense it down to about 20 minutes. That's another thing and all. People say make shorter videos, but I make shorter videos and people still don't view them. Well, some do. I know some of you do who follow me on my channel. Oh bugger. Now then, I've hit a dilemma, look. I've come to a fork and I just don't know where to go. This chap who gave me directions to get out. I asked him about them air raid shelters. Oh, of course, we ain't been from Canklow. He knew of them, but he said they've been demolished now. But you can still see so much stonework. Well, there's another one of them valleys there, look. On cliffs, looks like a cave there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Down there, looks like a little cave. I just want to get out. I'm not on my own though, am I? Because I've got you lot. I always remember my dad saying this was a reservoir And I used to think, Geo Dad, can't be a reservoir. They're in valleys. But now I'm older and a little bit more wiser. Listen to your parents. What you're looking at now, here look, is the underground reservoir. And not only is that one there, they built a new one there, look. And it says there, I don't know if you can see through this fencing or not, Boston Port Reservoir. So there's 2 holding tanks here for water. Anyway, this is that path I'm going to walk down now. So if I took that left path there, or to my left here, I'm just approaching it, you would go down to the bowling green, which is just down there, look. Right, the castle's there, look. Can you see? So I've come to an end. I finally made it out. Nearly fell again. I finally made it out. I'll try and condense it down as much as I can because I must have been in here now 2 hours. And I'll see what I can get out of it for you. So, if you've watched it up to the end, thanks for staying with me. And I'll see you on the next then.